Oh my god, welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing absolutely well. Oh my god, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time joining, please click on that subscribe button and click the bell beside it, so whenever I post a new video you'll be notified. My name is Oluwatife and I'm a single mom of one, and on this channel I talk about my single mom's journey, basically my lifestyle, and I do some DIYs as well. In case you like my hair, yeah, I made it myself. It's a DIY wig actually from old braiding hair, old attachment. I'm going to link the video up somewhere, and the link is also going to be in the description, so you can just click on it and watch the video on how I made this lumptious wig. Anyways, let's get right into the video today. If you click on this thumbnail, then I'm sure you saw the title and you were interested. Yeah, so I'm going to be talking about how to be happy as a single mom. So let me just quickly give you a brief roundup of how I became a single mom. So I became a single mom as a teenager. I was young, I was just out of secondary school, and you know now, men will always be men, and I got pregnant, and I've been taking care of my child alone ever since then, because the father decided to, you know, just not be responsible. So, and it took me a while for me to actually gain my ground. I'm not going to lie. Days of crying, days of, you know, feeling depressed and everything. But thank God for Christ, thank God I'm here today. And I just want to share my experiences or some of the things I did to actually be happy as a single mom, because to be very honest, the discrimination that, you know, a lot of people in the society are giving us is just so crazy. And in the midst of everything that's happening, how can you just be happy? How can you be comfortable with your own skin? How can you be comfortable with your children if you have more than one, and you know, stuff like that? So basically, that is the point for this video. And yes, to be very honest, taking care of another human being and taking care of yourself. Okay, so let me just say, I'm a single mom who was never married, but got pregnant because of, you know, some bad decisions I made. So if you're watching this and you're a single mom, maybe you're a divorcee or whatever reason, as long as you're a single mom, then this video is basically for you, okay? Yeah. Taking care of a human, taking care of another person and yourself might be really hard, especially if you have to work multiple jobs like me, and still have to take care of your child, and all your finances, you're drumming it into your child's future or your children's future. It can be very exhausting because, you know, you don't have time to yourself. You have to like make decisions for another human being, maybe when you're not psychologically ready for it. In my own case, I was not ready to be a mother, but I'm enjoying it, although it is actually hard and it's a never-ending journey. So the first thing I did was to actually be true to myself. Yes, I think I had to have a conversation with myself. I think during the first year of my child, you know, the first year of giving birth, at first, when I was pregnant, I was like, I'm going to resent this child. If there's any opportunity, you know, let them just vamoose out of my life. You know, I just want to go back to school. I want to do a lot of things and stuff like that. But it is what it is. So I just had to like have a really honest conversation with myself, and I realized that having children was not the kids' fault. It wasn't their fault that they stayed. Whose fault was it to actually have sex and get pregnant? And you know, who was ignorant? It was me. So it was not their fault. So I had to be truthful, and you know, I had to like put my own self in the situation of the child I gave birth to. And I'm like, if I maltreat my child and it was me, you know, if the role was reversed, would I enjoy it? Would I love it? Would I want something like that? So, you know, I just had to like tell myself the truth, and it takes a while, to be very honest. It takes a while because there are times when you want to resent them. There are times when you get tired and you get exhausted and you're depressed and everything like that. But you have to like, you know, keep being true to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. Okay, what led to this? What were the wrong decisions you made? What were those bad things you made? Okay, so you know what the problem is. So you have to be true to yourself and look for the solution. Look for, okay, so what do I do next? Okay, so how do I move on? That's what you should be looking at right now. Not You get what I mean? Yeah. So number two things that I'm going to tell you to do if you want to be happy is to not listen to your family and your friends. Yes. Now, I'm not saying be rebellious and, be unreasonable. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is this: when they talk to you and they tell you things, if it is helpful, listen to it, use it. If it is not helpful, please trash it. I remember there was a time, I think that was around 2019. I used to stay in Abeokuta in Nigeria. Then I moved to another city in Ibadan because of a job offer that I got with my child. And my sisters and my dad, they were just so bent on go back home. What are you doing there? You went for a job offer where you don't know who the person is, you don't know, you can't guarantee your safety, you can't do this. Yeah, they had, a reasonable reason to actually be worried. She had a reasonable reason to be worried. Yeah, but I just knew in my heart that I needed to take this step. I needed to get out of the house. I needed to get out from my environment that was choking me. I need to move and be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You get what I mean? And I was like, no, if I come back home, are you guys going to feed me? Are you guys going to give me money? Are you guys going to take care of my child? No. So why not just leave me alone? That is an example of one of the times when I did not listen to family and friends. Because when I got pregnant, a lot of them actually even abandoned me. Even till now, some of them I'm still not even on talking terms with them. Not because of anything, but because, maybe they've not forgiven me or whatever it is. But it is what it is. That's what I'm going to tell you. So don't listen to family and friends. Don't let them tell you. You have a mother's intuition. When you make right decisions for your child. When you're like, should I not? There's just this knowing in your heart that you're just like, okay, you get. So try as much as possible to not listen to family and friends. Anything they're telling you that is not making sense, trash it, and trash it. Okay, so moving on to the third thing is what I did is to set my priorities. So I had to get my priorities right. I'm a writer. I love writing things, like my day-to-day activities. I love writing them. I love putting my write things down. So even it's not bad for you to have 10-year goal, 5-year goal. It's not actually bad for you to have all those kind of goals. Although man, plans, but God would actually, carry out the plan for you. But nevertheless, it's not bad for you to actually have a plan, have a set goal. So this exercise is actually, really great. It helps you to clarify and, own your focus, So my first priority is my child, to be very honest. So I made sure that I put her ahead of whatever it is I want to do. If you want to go back to school, you have a lot of things to do. You have your jobs. You have to set your priorities straight and make sure that, whatever it is you're doing does not actually clash with. Just find a way to make it work. It might not make sense, but try as much as possible to sit down and find a way to make it work. So get your priorities right. You're going to learn while making mistakes, so don't be afraid to actually make mistakes. Don't be afraid. And once you make a decision that is good and you have positive results, please celebrate it. Pat yourself on the back and say, yeah, you're doing good. Pat yourself and say you're doing well, even if people don't see you doing anything that makes sense. Pat yourself in the back and say, yes, you're trying. Because you're the only one that knows where your shoe hurts you on your feet. So, get what I mean? So another thing is to actually get help. Now, I'm not saying go around telling people, oh, I'm a single mom, I've not eaten for the past 1 week. Oh, my child needs diapers. No, I'm not saying go around and wear your problems on your face or print a t-shirt that has the list of your problems on it. No. But when help comes, accept it. When people ask you for your story, don't be afraid to share it. Share your story. Accept any help that people are going to offer you along the line. Don't be scared to share your story, please. You get? Yes. So it's important for you to open up to help, because sometimes this help comes in at times when you don't need it. When you need it most especially. That's when you don't need it. No. Even when you see that you don't need the help, please accept the help. It could be, your finances. It could be a word of encouragement. It could be anything. Try as much as possible to accept help, all right? Because God would bless you through people. God is not going to come down and help you or start raining money on your head, or you're just going to see yourself as an HR in a company, you're working, you have a good job. No, it's through connection. All right. And even if you don't know the people at the top, those that you know that are in your circle, they might know people that know people that know people that would connect you. All right. So accept help when the opportunity comes. Although, don't do pity party and share your story to gain pity from people. No, try as much as possible not to do that. So the next thing I'm going to be moving on to is that I recognize my options. There are times when things will get stuck. And I'm going to be like, there's no way. What do I do? But there's always an option. There is always an option. So try as much as possible to have a certain way you think. Talk to people about it. Even if you make a mistake, you can still retrace your steps back and still look at the options you have and pick them. If you make a particular decision and you make an error, go back, make another decision. If you make an error, go back, make another decision. So, no matter how many times you fail, keep learning from those your mistakes and keep using it to be better. All right? Yeah. So don't stand in your own way. When obstacles comes, don't make excuses. Don't say, oh, it is not possible because of this reason. That same reason that it is not possible because of, it is still possible because of that same reason as well. I don't know if it makes sense. It's crazy sometimes, but there is always a way. Even the word impossible says I'm possible. Yeah, if you break the word down. Yeah, I sound like a motivational speaker. So in case you're having problems, seeing your options and picking, try as much as possible to write out your options. Try as much as possible to put them down, pen them down, and you're just going to realize that, you have different options that you can pick from. All right. So another thing is to get out of the house. Yes, if you're tired, you're exhausted, you walk every day, you come back home, you do chores, you don't have time to yourself, try as much as possible to step out of the house. Try as much as possible you can take a walk, go for a run, get a pedicure, go to a bookstore, do something outside of your house that makes you feel refreshed. From time to time, I do that, and trust me, it works. Trust me, by the time I'm coming back home, I'm feeling energized, I'm feeling much more refreshed and stuff like that, okay? So another thing that I did is, this sounds crazy, but it is to not let the father minimize me. I know I'm enough for my child, but if I'm going to be really honest, I'm not enough for my child. Every child needs the father and the mother. They need a mother figure, they need a father figure in their life that's going to, shape them up. So at a point in time, I was feeling really unloved, uncared for. I was like, if only this guy can just come around, be useful, be helpful, do things for his child, make her feel loved, teach her how to be a queen and stuff like that. I was actually letting all those negative thoughts, I was letting them affect me too much, and it was bad. So I was hoping for, okay, maybe if the dad's gonna come around, maybe. So I was like, I wasn't doing stuff for myself because I was hoping that I was gonna come around and be a good person to my child, or be responsible, or take up the father roles and stuff like that. But eventually it did not, and I had to get out of that. Oh, I'm waiting for the dad, and I had to just step out and do stuff. Okay, it's not going to be easy, I'm not going to lie, because it's still hard for me sometimes. It's still hard, but it gets better with time. You keep learning, you just keep learning from your mistakes. To be very honest, I'm not going to tell you any magical thing you can do. But these are things that I did for myself that actually really worked. And the most important thing that I did, the most important thing was to actually, develop my relationship with God. I'm a Christian, and I love being a Christian. Not because, the title of a Christian makes me anything, but because being a Christian is actually much more than religion. It's a lifestyle. It is an amazing journey with God, because the very honest truth is sometimes we feel very empty. but it is the Spirit of God that fills you and makes you feel full and fulfilled and, absolutely amazing. Trust me, when the Bible said God loves you, if you meditate on that God loves you alone, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. You're just going to realize that things will just, work for you. Things just keep falling in place for you. And that's it. It's crazy, honestly. But it is the best decision that I made for myself, creating a relationship with God. It was just absolutely amazing. So I'm going to encourage you, get people around you. Maybe you can be if you have any single moms community around you, try as much as possible to join those kind of communities. Trust me, they are absolutely useful for you. They are absolutely useful for you. So if you watch this video to this point, thank you so very much. Don't forget to subscribe, click the thumbs up button, like the video, comment in case you have, any other thing that you'd like to, share with me. And if you're a single mom and you'd like to, create a single moms community with me, no problem. Let me know in the comment section. I'm going to respond to you, all right? And basically that's all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. To every single mom watching me right now, you are doing a great job. You're doing absolutely well. You're doing amazing. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, all right? Till I see you in the next one. Adios. Peace.